What's up? Good morning, guys. Welcome back to Field Trips and welcome to Virginia. I am here in this part of the country for the third annual Fish and Paddle Saltwater Slam in Ocean City, Maryland, my favorite kayak tournament of all time in the country. It's an absolute blast every year. But before that, I'm down here in Virginia, just about an hour south of Ocean City, Maryland, with a couple good buddies of mine. Brian Roberts, the tournament director for the Fish and Paddle Saltwater Slam. He's a dear friend of mine. He's actually my CPA also. Love this guy. And then we got Charles Breon, another guy that I fished with in Cape May, New Jersey. My first time coming through this part of the country. They've both just become dear friends. And we're down here. Brian bought kind of a little vacation getaway home in Nancock, Virginia. Kind of like the forgotten coast of Virginia. Sweet little town. We've also got Kellen here, Brian's son, turning 10 here in a couple weeks. Quite the fisherman in his own right. And we're about to take the little skiff out and just see what we can get into. We really don't know much about fishing this area. Brian just got this house. He's only been out a couple times down here, but we're hearing reports of big cobia. See if we can get cobia. I don't think any of us have ever caught one. So this is kind of the blind leading the blind here. We don't really know what we're doing, but we do know they're around. We got some bait for those, and as a plan B, we may try for some flounder, striper, speckled trout. There's all kinds of stuff in these waters here on the East Coast, so we're just gonna see what we get into. Just have a fun little day on the water, and then here soon we're gonna have the Fish and Paddle Saltwater Slam. It's an absolute blast, and that'll be probably the second half of this video, or maybe you're not even seeing this because we didn't catch anything today. We'll see what happens. Your guess is as good as mine. If you're watching this, this is about to go really well, or just not horribly.
Or it's a total disaster.
Or someone got severely injured. See what happens. What's the weight capacity on this thing? You think we're good with 4 people?
We're pretty close.
Pretty close.
Yeah, I mean, there's 5 people always get on the boat.
What's the worst that could happen? You're like half a person, so.
It's beautiful out.
It's a little hot, buddy. We gotta scorch ya. As you Jersey boys say, we gotta scorch ya. Yeah.
Something down there.
Something down there.
Should we just cast out right now?
Let's get anchored up first. So we got a bag of chum here. Smells good.
Wow, what you got, the bunker?
Now we got the chum. We got a second one for lunch.
Stew. Eastern Shore beef stew.
Beef stew. So it's basically just gonna put scent out in the water and attract all the great whites. Should be good. Bad place to go swimming now. So we're gonna throw a little gizzard piece and a little light setup with not much weight and just let it kind of float around in the current, a little higher in the water column. And then we're gonna have a couple rigs on the bottom with some bigger chunks of this bunker. There's the bottom rig, let's see what happens. Rig, and I'm like, no, like I'd already learned, you know.
Oh, apple!
Oh, what? Oh, yeah. The skunk is off.
Look at that.
How do you catch
First blood for Kellen here for Bubba. Speckled trout. Just messing around while we wait for our monster cobia.
Yeah, it's gonna rip his lip.
Yeah, you want to help?
Yeah, here, Dad, just grab it and then finish.
Look at that on the
You can just
sabiki catching speckled trout. Nice work, buddy.
Yeah, buddy.
Give me some
Just
nucks.
set it in there,
I'm
Dad.
stuck here.
Got Dad too. Catch of the day. Skunk's off. I'm feeling good. First one's the hardest. Charles over here feeding the crabs.
Yep.
Yep. Old lefty Charles. Got a big ray right here. Yeah, look behind him. Make sure there's not a cobia following it. Cownose, I think. It's got those kind of pointier wings. Probably attracted by the chum.
Yep.
And that thing would pick up our bait. Oh, you're getting in again? Look at that! No, that one's a little bigger. That one's a little bigger for sure. Kellen here slaying it every drop right now. Another speck.
We might be able to get a speckle to eat.
Yeah. I bet there's a couple keepers down there.
Yeah, just keep doing it.
Just keep at it. Never know.
Might get a cobia.
Might get a 50-inch cobia on that thing. Then we'll really have a...
Damn rod, anything
And I've never caught a speckle.
I saw how that speck was pulling that rod down. That's gonna be a fun fight if he does hook something good. We got a big something on, guys. Take your time. Something big on. Look at this. Something big took the bait. Take it, yeah, take your time.
Big old stingray.
Not the cobia we're looking for, but sweet little stingray. So is that dinner or what? They got a big barb on them. You gotta be real careful here. I hate.
On this little
Sometimes
bit.
break them off.
Yeah, I'd say we'll just let it go. A little excitement. Oh yeah. Didn't like that. There we go.
Baby.
Nice work, Kellen. Give me some.
On the whitey.
Bam.
Way to keep us. And he caught his bait.
Caught his own bait. Turned it into a stingray. Working your way up the food chain. I love it.
Yep.
That's it, man. Catching all the fish. It's fine.
I'll get it.
I'll take one for the team.
We might get good views. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Something on. Something on.
Doesn't act like it's right either.
Oh!
Rig that up. Would it popped off?
Oh, and the weight's gone. Dude, that was something. Might have been shark. Might have got bit off. But why would the weight be gone? Wow, man. Wow, that was something serious. That was a fish. That was a fish. It felt sharky to me, man. I might have got tail swiped.
All right, we'll get them on.
Look, it broke the main line, the braid.
Didn't even like break the knot.
No, it broke the main line, the braid. Either there was a fray in the braid or we just got tail swiped by a shark. Oh. Okay. Man.
That was so cool.
That was cool. That was a proper fish there, boys.
I was like,
Woo, just got smoked by something. The drag wasn't that tight. I think maybe a shark tail swiped us. They got really rough skin. It'll break through your main line as they're swimming away. That tall tail will break your braid. That might have been a sizable shark. I don't know. Now we'll never know. It's getting a little rougher out here, and we're taking a few waves with a bow anchored up here. We got Charles bilging. I've been bilging with the Panamanian bilge pump, aka a bucket with a lid cut out. Where'd that go? It's up there, huh, Charles?
Oh yeah.
Floating around.
I think the batteries are low.
The battery's getting low. Oh, there's a hole in it now. Yeah, got a hole in the bilge pump. It'll work. I probably shouldn't put this in the video. Kelly might not. Is this ready to go? You want to put it off this side? What do you think? Or both off that side?
It's fine going off this side.
Right here, it's going to our baits.
Ray Jones.
Get ready, buddy. Big Ray. About to eat your fish bites. We're gonna be here for an hour. What, you wanna catch it? He's probably gonna hit your dad's flatline. That's where he was heading to. You get ready, bud. It wasn't huge, but they'll pull some string.
Here we go. Circle hook.
Yeah. Yep. I don't think it's a cobia. Look at it running. Oh, I see it on the surface. It's a ray. Cownose, I think. Catching good boys or what? Might be in trouble. All right, guys, big run. Cownose rays. We've been seeing some on the surface. This bait was on the bottom, but he went down and picked it up. This would be my first Cownose ray. I've never caught one. We might be here for a minute, ladies and gents. Textbook Cownose ray rig.
oh, it's kind of split.
I see it out there, way out there, man. We're gonna be here in a minute. Oh yeah, we gaining some ground. The tug is the drug, baby. I don't care what it is. This is sweet. Yeah. Dinner, huh? We're gonna do a little catch and cook Cownose ray.
Yeah, okay.
Poor man scallops. He's coming in close. We got lines out.
It's no coincidence that thing's shaped just like a piece of sandwich meat.
It's like reeling in a kite. It's like gliding to the side. Yeah. Oh yeah, got him pinned. Look at him, he's coming in. But he's basically just swimming in. What are we gonna do with this guy? How are we gonna handle this? He might run into this line over here. I can't really control him per se. He might turn, but I don't know. There he is, you guys. Pretty good sized Cownose Ray. Oh, good. Oh, he said, nope, not yet, buddy. Taking waves over the bow. We got Kellen bailing us. Oh, I feel a little undergunned here.
Good, man. Loud talk.
I don't want to tighten my drag because I don't want to. I don't know if Cownose Ray's at bars. We're gonna scope it out before we grab it because we don't have a gaff. We do need to bucket this out here. Bubba, you want to grab the bucket? Thanks, Bub. So we're gonna need a bigger boat. Bailing water out of it. Uh-oh, he's going to this crab pot. I might have to tighten my drag if he doesn't turn. Golly. Bendo. Uh-oh, it's going to the anchor line. Oh gosh, don't do it. Turn, turn, turn. It's going under the boat, under the anchor line. I might have to go under the anchor with the rod.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, now it's turning. Now it's gonna go. Please tell me it didn't go above it. No, we're good. We're free and clear. Look at it right there. There we go. Phew.
Yeah, that might be.
I think the nets are only, I mean, what else are we gonna do? God, he's going back to the anchor.
Keep it over there, Bob.
No.
He's going my way.
Come on, turn, 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 turn. Turn, 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 turn. It's under the boat. Under the boat. I gotta watch the motor too now. Oh, what's that? Oh, the chum line. Damn it. I forgot that was down there. Let's twist it on it.
I'll get it. Just get to me and I'll get it.
Got it.
I'll get it.
Gosh. Not making this easy.
There you go, there you go.
Free and clear. But he's under the boat still. We can get that in the net. I'm gonna go behind you. Yeah, I might have a shot here in a second. Possibly.
Bubba, get on the other side of the boat. We're gonna get water taken over here.
We're not ready for this. We don't have a gaff. We don't know if it has a barb. Cownose Charters with Brian Roberts. Coming 2022.
Negative.
Negative. Man, this thing, it's no pushover, dude. Look at that. It's a heavy fish. It's a heavy fish. Yeah, he's wearing out. Yeah, he's wearing out.
He's wearing out.
He's the one wearing out, yeah. Look at that, dude. Nah, he ain't done. Look at that. I thought he was done. Well, there goes 10 minutes of progress. Yo, Sugar Ray, get in here. Ray Lewis, don't get in an elevator with him. Look at that. Man, he's pretty good. He doesn't like the boat. He doesn't like the boat. I'm gonna thumb it just a little bit. Let's see if we can't get a quick. You think he'll fold up in the net? I think he will. Get him kind of center, you know the wings will fold up. Golly, he's heavy. Look at that rod.
Get over here.
You're on this boat.
You got no more long.
I know. He's coming up.
Daddy.
Oh yeah.
Okay, it's okay. I'm not gonna have it at all.
No, he was off.
Yeah, he'll get in there. Oh, hey buddy, can you bail?
Bubba, bail us out,
See, we got water coming in. Stay under the motor.
Swing here.
Uh-oh. There's I might be on the boat.
There you go.
Okay. This thing's strong, huh? Or maybe I'm just weak, huh?
No, it's strong.
He's got that net.
He's here, man. Thought you were bailing, bud. Why are my shins wet? He looks like he's got a barb.
Yeah, he definitely has a barb.
That's a barb kind of tail. Yeah!
There you go.
Look at that. That is cool, man. Oh, whoa. Yeah, now what?
Yeah, just kind of keep them there. Get a little bit more angle instead of pull them side. Yeah, there you go.
Look at that. first. Oh, I see the barb. Hey, let me get your pliers, Kellen.
Pliers?
We're gonna declaw this guy quick. Perfect. Here you go. Okay, careful. Con cuidado. Phew. Looking. Yeah, I don't want me getting barbed either. Man, Barbie. I hate these things. Stingrays. They killed Steve Irwin. He wrestled crocodiles. Yeah, I don't know. Jeez, ow. This thing's strong, man. Bubba, we need you bailing, buddy. We really need you bailing. Super important.
I'll do it real big.
I just can't get into the net without getting in the net, you know. I just broke the end of it off. Nah, I can't get to it.
Now what?
Yeah, now what, buddy? What do you think, Brian? Knife it in the head?
Huh?
Knife in the head? Yeah, in the net.
And then we can just...
Buddy, bail. Look, more water's coming over, man. It's serious. We're gonna sink if you don't bail. You think seven over here?
Right between the eyes.
Right there?
Maybe.
That's gotta be pretty good.
He is expired.
Great white comes and... All right, it's dinner, boys.
Yes.
Hey,
Yeah, dude.
that was sweet.
So we can just...
I don't know how you kept it from hitting that motor.
Man, a few times I thought you did. Yeah, they're strong. That's no pushover.
No, there's definitely, they don't give up.
Yeah. We got a chum slick going now. Great whites are on their way. All right, guys, we said plan B if the cobia aren't playing, which, I mean, cobia is just, you know, it's been on my bucket list for 7 years.
This is plan C.
We said that backup plan was if we get a ray late in the day, we're gonna take it home, cook it up. Kellen here's quite the catch and cooker. So we're gonna take this guy home, probably do a little YouTube and see how to clean it. That's the biggest question mark. But then most stingray, I've eaten common stingray once, and it was actually pretty fantastic. And it's got the texture of scallops. The wings on these rays, it's a lot like scallops. In fact, I was told that basically if you're at a cheap Chinese restaurant and you order the scallops, you're eating stingray.
That's racist.
Probably. Well, whatever. Yeah, so we're gonna see. Go home and maybe make some stingray scallops, maybe do some tacos, I don't know. I'm just gonna kind of wing it. Wing it.
Yeah.
You like that? Kellen liked it. We're winging it now. Thanks, Charles, and the assist. Thanks for the net job, Brian, for bringing us out here. Kellen, thanks for keeping us afloat. It's been a fun day.
It's been a great day.
Yeah, Kellen's got 80 fish. I mean, I quit filming him because he was catching them every 2 seconds, but Kellen's been killing it. Yeah, maybe if I get out the front, we won't take so much.
Yeah.
All right, well, we put this guy out of his misery, stabbed it in the head so we don't get barbed. I broke off part of its barb, but I think the other part that's still there is still sharp, so gotta be real careful with this guy. Shit. It's a pretty good sized ray. Gotta invite over the whole...
He's dead.
Now he's dead.
All right, let's out.
Welcome to field trips, buddy. Welcome to field trips. Never a dull moment. Oh, yeah.
Marlin fishing.
What are you talking about? This is just like a white marlin. Look at this.
It's a little different than white marlin fishing.
Nah.
All right.
And this is Panama now. If you're not standing ankle deep in blood, it's not a good day.
You did it, buddy.
Success. All right, guys, so we're basically gonna fillet the wings off this thing. I've never done this, but I got a decent idea. I've only ever seen common stingrays cut up, the round ones. This thing's a little different. Doing a little research on Google just now, it sounds like the meat is almost like flank steak more than fish. So this might be really interesting. We're gonna see. What could go wrong? A lot of meat on this guy.
I was gonna say not a lot of meat.
Not a lot of meat. I don't know, this guy's pretty big.
It actually has some weight. fling it crazy with that. Yeah, actually, these people.
So this is just straight meat right here.
Whoever built this bench is gonna be so mad.
They have no bones. You don't have to worry about bones. They have no bones in their body. These are cartilage. Cartilage only. Same stuff in your nose and what makes your fingernails. But that's all in the center. This outside part is all meat. Actually, one of the easiest fish I've ever cut a fillet off in my life. This is what I was reading about. They said it's red meat and that it's almost more like flank steak than fish. So
Mostly like spaghetti.
I had a big plan to do like a white wine, lemon butter sauce over some pasta when I thought it was gonna be like fish, but I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do now. We're gonna
Fry it?
we're gonna brainstorm a little more. Just fillet this guy right off the skin.
That's how they usually sometimes.
Good old hunk of Cownose Ray, just like Mama used to make. They said it's good. They just said it's different. You didn't want this knife to be sharp when it gets done, did you?
That's all right. That knife was only 60 bucks.
I'll buy you a new one. What's your birthday, Brad?
No,
Everyone knows to cut the tips off. In all my days cleaning these cow nose.
do they have a bottom?
Tell me that's not looking tasty? You kidding me, Brian?
It's all right, bud.
Tell me that doesn't look delicious?
It's all right.
It's gonna be good.
Wait, well, it looks really
I think
good.
Brian's a little apprehensive about this.
I think Brian's not convinced.
I am.
Brian's on the fence about the cow nose here.
I think you would eat a squirrel, I think.
I would, and they're edible.
Anything's edible. Put your mind to it.
Shit, like half or a limit or something.
I like to pair red wine with my cow nose. Just like a nice steak.
So, like,
That's bull shark meat right there.
Not right.
What's option number 2 for dinner?
yeah, I know, right?
SpaghettiOs, black trauma.
I was gonna make a joke about that. One good trick, old trick of the trade I've learned over the years. Anytime you're cooking a new species that you've never cooked before you start cooking it, you wanna order a pizza. Just in case.
Plan B.
All right, guys, so we made it back to Brian's kind of vacation home, escape home as he calls it down here in Nancock. Ready to cook up this Cownose Ray. And I'll tell you what, this is the weirdest looking meat of any animal I've ever seen. It's like hamburger meat kind of, but it's like ruby red. It's got silver skin in the middle of it. It almost looks like it's glowing from within with ruby red light. It's bizarre, you guys. I've never seen anything like it. I'm really, really curious to see how this turns out. Basically, the plan is, when I was looking online, it sounds like what most people relate it to the most is veal, which is basically baby cow. And so I was thinking veal recipes. What do I know that use veal in? Veal Parmesan. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do kind of a Cownose Ray twist on veal Parmesan. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take this Cownose Ray, cut it up into little squares about like that. We're gonna throw it in some flour, some egg wash, and then some Italian breadcrumbs. And we're gonna just kind of pan saute it in some extra virgin olive oil, kind of pan fry it. And we're gonna do that on real simple on some fettuccine with like a red sauce. You know, sprinkle some Parmesan on top. We got a nice little Asiago cheese loaf we're gonna throw in the oven. Probably finish it off with some long leaf parsley. On the fillets themselves, I did hear that these things bland is kind of what I heard. And it's weird, this meat has no smell. Not even just not fishy smelling. It smells like nothing, like air. When I put it to my nose, I can't tell that I'm smelling something. So I heard it's kind of bland, so we're gonna kind of load it up with salt, pepper, and garlic powder. And then I'm really hoping that these Italian breadcrumbs are really gonna lend it enough flavor. And if not, we got the sauce on the pasta. So hopefully between all that, it's got some good flavor. But what's nice about it being really bland is that you can really do anything with this meat. I mean, we'll see what the texture's like, but Brian and his son Kellen had to take off. They had to get home. Mama said, get that boy home. So unfortunately, they're not gonna be here to taste it. Brian didn't seem so bummed that he wasn't gonna get to taste it. But Charles, Breon, and I, we're gonna taste this, see what it's like. We told Brian we'll leave him some leftovers. He didn't seem too worried about it. Yeah, shout out to Kellen. Thanks for all your help today. And he caught 1,000 fish to our 1 as adults. So Kellen killed it today. But yeah, let's get started. What could go wrong? It's gonna be great. This house is still kind of a work in progress, and there's actually no kitchen sink, which makes the kitchen cook a little more difficult. So we're gonna boil our pasta, shower water. Same thing, right? Yeah. Well, behind the scenes here at Field Trips. Oh yeah, quality H2O. All right, let's get this weird alien meat party started. Look at this stuff. Never seen anything like this in my whole life. So we're gonna go a little flour. This is kind of an optional step, but it makes it crispier and helps the egg wash stick to it. We're gonna go right in the breadcrumbs. We kind of do a little this number. Nope. That's not what you want, folks. Not hot enough. Pretty close, but not hot enough. So we're gonna crank that up. That. Look at that. That was pretty dang good, man. Excited to try this. All right, I think the first couple are about ready to come off. Look at that. I think that's done. In all my years of Cownose Ray cooking, it smells good. Cownose Ray sounds like a guy in like a blues band. Old Cownose Ray. Smells pretty fantastic. We'll see. The one thing about frying fish like this, like you're gonna get messy, plan on getting messy. That's why I like to have everything ready to go. The water is boiling, the sauce is heating up, because this right here, like once you're in it, you're in it. That is weird. That piece might go to the dogs. Let's see.
You'll have no dog.
So we just put the pasta in. Pasta's boiling, the oven's preheating for that loaf. We're just gonna kind of warm up. The sauce is starting to warm up. And the fish is going, the ray is going. And honestly, you guys, we've been making a lot of jokes, but it smells fantastic. It looks fantastic. I'm real curious now. I'm excited. Charles is excited to try it. I think this might be phenomenal. Or it might be awful. It's really kind of a 50-50 thing in this game, but cut up some of this Italian parsley. We're gonna drain this pasta in the shower. This will be a first, but I think it's okay. What's the difference, huh? Oh, that looks perfect. Guys, let's plate this up. So we're gonna take some fettuccine. We're gonna go with a little bit of this sauce. We're gonna do a little Parmesan. I'm gonna kind of cherry pick a couple good pieces here. This Cownose Ray, look at that. That looks pretty good. We're gonna hit it up with a little more Parmesan, because we ain't calling it Cownose Ray's Parmesan for nothing. For a little bit of green on the plate, we're gonna go with some of this Italian parsley. Look at that. That didn't look that bad. That's a pretty plate of food. If you didn't know it was Cownose Ray, you would order that in a restaurant. If you knew it was Cownose Ray, we're about to tell you. We're about to let you know. We'll get Charles' plate hooked up. We'll try this out.
I'm gonna I like all kinds of food. I'm just totally apprehensive about this.
I've never been so nervous to eat food. I'm gonna sit over here, I think, actually. You wanna say a prayer? Not even grace. You wanna say a prayer? No, I think it's gonna be good, man. I'm probably just gonna start with a piece of the...
Yeah, I'm gonna go straight for a piece.
Piece of the pie here. It's not as hard to cut with a fork as I thought it was gonna be. That does not look like anything I've ever seen before. When the breading comes off, that's a key to this. You want the breading to stay on. Let's try it. Let's try it. I think it's gonna be good. It tastes like some kind of beef. Like veal, I guess. It's just kind of, it's a little chewy.
It does taste like veal, but it has like a calamari consistency.
Calamari, man. That's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Like it's not real chewy, but it's a little chewy. Yeah. You're not cutting it with the spoon. Honestly, but the flavor with the breadcrumbs and everything and the salt and the garlic.
It's actually really good.
It's actually good. If you didn't know what you were eating, you'd be like, well, that's odd, but delicious. I want more. I like it.
I can't believe we're eating Cownose Ray right now. Like, my mind's blown. Why are we doing this to ourselves?
You guys, a lot of the stuff I read and heard online, I watched Blue Gabe's YouTube video on this, a couple others. They all kind of said like, it's not chewy, but then they didn't take a second bite. I'll tell you what, fried in the flour and eggs and breadcrumbs, it is good. It tastes good. Straight up, you could serve this at an Italian restaurant, and especially if you didn't tell them what they were eating, This is good. But it is a little bit chewy, kind of like calamari. That was a good.
If you don't like calamari, you're not gonna like.
You're not gonna like this.
No.
Yeah.
Really?
But just the flavor and really the texture, it's not bad. It's just a little chewy.
It's a lot chewy. It's like almost bubble gum.
It's not either, dude. Don't lie. It's not like bubble gum. It's not bad. It's just a little chewy. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna be getting a couple more pieces. Maybe I'm starving to death. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm really hungry. I'll be getting some more pasta.
Don't listen to him, you guys. It is good. Good flavor. I mean, really, the flavor is just what we put on it. The Italian breadcrumbs, the Parmesan.
The end is way better. Like the
less thick piece? Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. So maybe we needed to cut it thinner.
The thin slices are...
I just bit into a thin piece, so maybe that's the difference.
Yeah.
We don't want ribeye steak slices.
The thin pieces are way better.
Well, and really, when you cook veal, when you get veal Parmesan, they slice it real thin. So maybe that's the key. So pro tip, guys, next time you're cooking Cownose Ray, and don't listen to it. I'll be cooking this. If I catch another one of these guys, it's not going back. I think it's good.
I'm cutting a line, dude.
I think it's good. But I've learned a lot today. I think we need to cut thinner slices. And I think with thinner slices, that chewiness would be less of an issue. You'd bite right through it. Honestly, I think it's good. With the breadcrumbs, I mean, it just tastes like...
Alright, so, of all the strange things you've eaten...
It's not the worst.
Where's it rank at?
It's better than dogfish. It's better than grilled dogfish. I think if we had thrown this on the grill, I would have taken one bite and we would have ordered a pizza.
Probably would have got real tough.
Yeah, I would not grill this fish. I've seen Blue Gabe grilled it. I saw some other recipes for grilled, and even those recipes, they were like, it's not the best. I think maybe, I read about braising it, basically kind of cooking it in water at a low temperature, sort of simmering it in water for 15 to 20 minutes to tenderize it, then fry it. I think that would be really good. But I think the key here is cutting this in thin slices, but I'm really not joking when I say that I think anything short of shoe leather, you fry it up the way we fried this up, it's not going to be horrible. The flavor is great.
The flavor is like,
yeah.
I would say the flavor is great. It's really good.
Yeah.
It definitely is chewy.
It's definitely chewy.
Definitely going to need a toothpick.
I think we just need thinner slices. In fact, there's a few thin pieces there. Those are gonna be the ones I'm getting. Those thick pieces, we may feed to the buzzards. We'll see what happens. Hey, first time doing it, we had no clue. We learned a good lesson here. When you're cooking your Cownose Ray, either don't or cut it thin. I cut some of those pieces thinner, but this one I didn't cut thin enough. Yeah, I literally need a knife for this one. It's just thicker.
We still have that shrimp, right?
We do still have some shrimp. But I'm not cooking it for you. I'm gonna make you eat this. We need thinner pieces. That's it, man. Just eat the breading. It's You guys, jokes aside, I think with thin cut pieces, this is pretty good. It's just really mild, basically. It's not that it's necessarily amazing. That's awkward. It's not that it's like amazing, it just doesn't have much flavor in itself. And so if you cook it right, and in this case with Italian breadcrumbs, the flour and the egg wash, it's got a nice crust on the outside. You did a great job cooking it. I appreciate that.
I really did. I mean,
I've been known to polish a turd.
Yeah.
Thin slices, that's the key here. I'm wondering, a lot of times with veal, or if you're gonna do something like this with beef, you pound it flat with a mallet.
You want to...
Like a meat tenderizer. Mm-hmm. You pound beef thin with a mallet before you're gonna fry it like this. I'm wondering if we had done that with this, made it into like a thin strip.
Yeah.
Pound it down, tenderize it, break up some of those tendons in between those little weird ridges.
Yeah, weren't you reading earlier like that people make like thin sticks out of it?
Yeah, like they did like fish fingers, like pretty thin ones.
Yeah, stingers they call them.
Stingers. I think, man, now I'm really wishing I had done that because I feel like we could do this fish justice better now that I've kind of got an idea what we're working with. Eat the pasta. Shut up. Eat the pasta and shut up. Well, guys, hope you enjoyed this. I mean, this was about as experimental as it gets. The pasta's great. The Parmesan's great. Great Parmesan brand. I'll remember that one. If you're doing Cownose Ray, my biggest recommendation would be to take like a meat tenderizing mallet and pound your fillets thin. It's gonna break up those tendons in between those weird ridges. It looks ridiculous. But if you wanna show your friends a cool, unique recipe, it really does taste good. It's just the thicker pieces are a little chewy. But my first piece, my first piece was thinner and it really was fantastic. I didn't know what he was talking about. I thought he was being a diva. Now that I got to the thicker piece, I see what he's saying. So pro tip, pound them thin or cut them thin, but I think pound them thin really is gonna be the key. Yeah, fun little experiment today with Brian Roberts and Kellen Roberts, his son. Kellen has a fly tying business. He's about to turn 10 years old. Bubba's Bait Shop. I'll put a link down in the description. We'll get Brian to put up a website for him.
He killed us fishing today.
Oh yeah. Kellen caught 60 fish.
Yeah, he's such a good kid.
Such a great kid. Brian is such a phenomenal guy. He's become just such a dear friend to both of us. He runs the Fish and Paddle Saltwater Slam. We're about to have our 3rd annual Fish and Paddle Saltwater Slam. Phenomenal tournament. It's the most fun tournament. It's the only tournament I go to these days. Such a good time. If you're anywhere within 1,000 miles of Ocean City, Maryland, be there every year. It's the last weekend before 4th of July. Ocean City is just a great town. It's just fun to be at. Check it out. He also runs the Huck Big Fish Classic, the 2nd biggest offshore tournament in Ocean City, Maryland. And he's just such a great guy. He's letting us stay here. A couple degenerates cooking Cownose Ray in his house when he's not here.
Yeah.
Can't say enough about that guy. Thank you, Brian. Thank you, Kellen. Yeah, thank you, Kelly, Brian's wife, for putting up with us, letting us destroy your kitchen with Cownose Ray. We're gonna clean up, don't worry.
Yeah.
But
we'll leave it better than we left it.
There it is. There it is. Thanks for doing that. That's good. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. We're gonna very selectively pick a couple more pieces. I am the real thin ones. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like and subscribe. Love to see you back every week. This won't be the last weird catch and cook we do, and it hasn't been the first either. But yeah, we're gonna go out kayak tomorrow. See what we get into. Hopefully we get into some Cownose Rays.
Yeah.
Take some home for your wife. We can only hope. Thank you guys. See you next week. Yeah, this is for the birds. I'm not eating that.
It's super duper chewy.
Dude, that first piece of I'm telling you, the thin piece. Get you a thin piece. Now you're gonna have to take one more bite at least. Thin piece.
No, I had a good piece. I did. I had a good piece. It's super chewy.
Pasta's good.
The pasta is awesome.
I'll cook the shrimp.
No,
Fire up.
I'm not even hungry to be honest.
Fire up the skillet.
The ultimate underdog.
I'm getting another piece.
Okay,
That's you.
go for it, buddy. When you're done washing dishes in the shower, throw it up right in the toilet.
Oh, look at this. This cut like butter. I'm telling you, man, these thin pieces, I realize now I just cut it wrong. I just like gravity in my fork just cut through this. I'm not joking.
You have to go with the grain, I guess.
Dude, that's good, bro. You gotta try a bite of that. I promise. Eat one bite. Take a bite. Look at that. See what I'm saying?
Why is it so different?
It's so much better.
Yeah.
See? That was my first piece, and I was like, what are you talking about? It's good.
It's the thin slices, dude.
That's gotta be it. That's night and day.
Good.
Yeah, like that other one I wouldn't even feed it to my dog. That one's good. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's just the right piece, man. It's good, right?
Yeah.
You want it?
No.
Dude, that I'd eat all day. I'm scarfing this one down. That's good. I like that.
Whatever.
It's a good like 1-2 punch co-host here. The optimist and the realist.
Yeah. I don't know if they're feeding you guys down in Texas.
Whatever, dude. What's it all about? First guy that milked a cow, he didn't know what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? Gotta learn somehow.
The first guy that milked a Cownose Ray. Didn't know what he was doing.
No, he did not.
Honey, when you're done scraping your dishes, put them in the shower.
I'll meet you in there. We'll do the dishes.
Rub a dub dub, 2 minutes at a time. If I was starving hungry, I'd probably just eat my shit.